Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Summer Cup Ultra League Edition, showcasing another very powerful team featuring Jellicent. Jellicent, I have had this Jellicent for quite some time, and I wanted to run it, because I have not yet ran it in the Ultra League format with Surf. Would you believe that? And now with the Water Festival event, I would imagine many of us now have access to an XL Jellicent, so it will be the closer, along with Golisopod on the safe swap here. Golisopod is on the safe swap. We want to draw out any potential electric types that Jellicent may not want to see, as well as any potential grass types. With Shadow Claw, it can perform quite well on the safe swap, and we've got the coverage for those with Aerial Ace, although not the best move. And also on this team, rounding out this classic ABB style team on the lead, none other than Alolan Golem. Handles the flyers beautifully, particularly Pidgeot and Zapdos are back to Pokemon want nothing to do with those two flyers. I had a lot of fun with this Jellicent team. I do have a rank 5 XL, but I'm not too sold on building it just yet. But here we go, picking up a positive lead. Typhlosion, they make a play into an Empoleon, and it is Jellicent time. Jellicent does quite well up against Empoleon, as we are resisting this fast move pressure, and their drill pecks don't do very much, as Jellicent about as bulky as it gets in the Ultra League format. So now going to look to go for a Shadow Ball here. They are quite core broken by Jellicent thus far. This is amazing. And they let that go, so it doesn't look like they're going to make a play for Switch. So we're going for this and saying bye-bye to the Empoleon. And they actually come back in with the Typhlosion, and now we see why. They're running Shadow Claw. Very interesting choice for that. That is very, very interesting. Something I might give a try myself, actually. They do let the Surf go, and it looks like they're going to commit to an aggressive farm down. And they allow us to get to another Surf. Grabbing a shield, and yeah, I guess you're this far, you might as well go for it, and they do. It costs them a shield, but let's see if it pays off. Gonna bring our Golem in, of course. And they are a potential Solar Beam, so we're going to shield this. And they bait us with a Blast Burn as they make a play into a Shadow Walrein. It's over. Golisopod hard walls Walrein like you wouldn't believe. Everything is resisted, although this is a Shadow, so the damage output is quite considerable, or enhanced damage output, I should say, with that Shadow bonus. But we take it like a champ, no problem. And gonna look to fire off an Aerial Ace here on the Walrein. They do let the first one go. And we're gonna look to CMP tie them on the second one. They should just be at an Icicle Spear here. And gonna let this go. Keep the shield for our Golem. So they were ABA weak to a Golem, which is why I saw a lot of potential in it. And we get to the last minute liquidation. Holy smokes, Golisopod, so clutch. We're saying bye-bye to the Walrein. And the Typhlosion goes down to a super effective Rock Throw. Holy smokes, this team was putting in the work, and it was a lot of fun. Good game, well played. I was finding a lot of teams were core broken by at least one of these Pokemon on this team, which is why it was so good. But here we go, Nightmare lead. We had a Virizion there. We make a play into our Golisopod on the safe swap, and we draw out the electric type coming in the form of Ampharos. So this particular matchup is what's really making me consider running X-Scissor if I do continue to use this team here, which I probably will over the next couple of days or so. But we are rolling with Aerial Ace for the entirety of this video. But I think if I can, this is a very close matchup. So if I can get to a X-Scissor, if I need to, in a pinch in this particular matchup, I think it might be worth it, as Ampharos is quite popular in this meta, and justifiably so. Has a lot of strong coverage. Going for another liquidation, and they are looking to hold on to Switch. So we're going to just rip off the Band-Aid, catch this damage onto Golem. We're not getting alignment. Might as well get ahead on energy if we can. So yeah, I think I might consider X-Scissor, just particularly for that Ampharos matchup. It's Aerial Ace is really nice for this matchup, Virizion, if you can catch it. It does massive double super effective damage, but we'll see. So we bring in Jellicent and hoping like heck they're not running Leaf Blade, and they are. It's over. Not going to happen. We needed them to be running Stone Edge to perhaps have a chance, but it was not meant to be. Good game, well played. I'm telling you guys, if you're looking for a strong team to run in this Summer Cup, you might want to consider this one. And here we go. Nightmare lead, Buzzwole, although we can hit for neutral damage with our rock type damage. So we swap out, make a play into our safe swap Golisopod, and we draw out a Zekrom here. Gonna go for liquidation. It's all resisted. Might as well go for the harder hitting move with stab. Also the much more energy efficient move, and we get a 30% chance to lower the attack, but no opportunity to do that. We just cut the losses and let that fusion bolt go. And now we will look to farm this thing all the way down to Funky Town with our Golem here. Fully expecting that Buzzwole to come back in, so we are going to look to either grab a shield or do massive damage with a wild charge. We are lowered, but we are quite bulky enough to hang on long enough, and we draw out a Zapdos, so it's a double electric team. Holy smokes, this is pretty RPS, my goodness. But we are up a shield, so I'm taking note of that, and we are going to look to really make something happen here. Holy smokes. Got to shield everything coming from this Zapdos. No doubt about that at all. And this thing is quite squishy, even as a non-shadow, but the shadow bonus compounds that squishiness quite a bit more. And we are going for this massive Shadow Ball. We're about to say bye-bye to the Zapdos, and now we're looking pretty good here. Oh my goodness, Jellicent coming in super clutch in the Summer Cup. You love to see it. Go swap to clear that debuff and perhaps chip this thing down into Shadow Ball range. I'm thinking Hex plus Shadow Ball should just about get this done for us. We hard wall Buzzwole like you wouldn't believe, but the resisted damage can begin to add up. Going for the Shadow Ball here on awful timing, but I'm hoping that this is just about within range. We do big damage, not quite there, but a Hex does the trick. Oh my goodness, guys. On paper, that should have been an easy loss for us, but we somehow pulled it out in the end. Good game, well played. What a clutch victory in that last one. That was a seemingly impossible team to beat, but here we go. Walrein, positive lead for us. They make a play into Tentacruel, and we had just the answer to this Tentacruel. Holy smokes. Battle of the bulky jellyfish. My goodness. I think ours definitely has the edge here as we hard wall this thing like you wouldn't believe. There is nothing that it can possibly throw that would not be resisted, and going for the big Shadow Ball. Tentacruel also, much like Jellicent, about as bulky as it gets. They tank that quite comfortably. They do not tank too. And we tank everything from them. So not shielding anything here from this Tentacruel here. And we're still in the yellow, so going to look to overfarm a bit, have some residual energy. Not expecting a shield here. We get to the Shadow Ball, and we're saying bye-bye to the Tentacruel, and they come back in with the Walrein. So making note of that. Probably not the best idea to do this, as they're going to tank some damage in the process, and if they don't throw a move, we will make it to another one. So I'm wondering what they have in the back to bring back in the Walrein here. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So we let that go. Going to come back in with our Golem here, and they're staying in. So something in the back, I'm thinking at this point, something in the back has to be weak to a Golem. So we shield this. We knew it was just an Icicle Spear, and we want to farm down. We know they're going to make it to another one, so we knew that we had to shield one either way. We do comfortably tank one, but two would be getting us quite low, and we want to preserve health. I'm thinking there's something weak in the back, and holy smokes, is there ever. Oh my goodness, they had a Charizard, and it gets deleted. Oh my goodness, nothing better than deleting Charizards with Golem. You absolutely love to see it. Good game, well played. Oh my goodness, Golem and Jellicent going 2v3 in that last one. Nothing better. Here we go, Zekrom, pretty neutral lead. I'm finding that a lot of these Zekroms are only single moved with the Fusion Bolt. But this Dragon Breath fast move pressure is what is really adding up. So we will shield up the resisted Fusion Bolt here, and they make a play into a Virizion. So a little slow to react there, but we do finally get our Golisopod in here. And they could be at a super effective Stone Edge, but we tank that like a champ. Golisopod, a lot more bulky in the Ultra League format, which is quite nice. Going for this double super effective Aerial Ace, doing big damage on the Virizion, and this is just a Sacred Sword. That's not going to cut it. But we don't want to shield. We don't want to go down 2 shields this early on in the game here. We make it to another Aerial Ace. Holy smokes. Rank 1 Golisopod coming in super clutch on this Virizion, grabbing the shield as it goes down. You absolutely love to see it. So knowing this full moveset, we're fine to come in with Jellicent and go for an aggressive farm down on this Virizion here. The best they can do is go Stone Edge, and that does laughable damage, as we are about as tanky as it gets. They make an aggressive play and do their worst answer to our Jellicent. Okay, we'll take that. No problem, my friend. Absolutely. As we saw in that previous battle, there is no better answer to a Tentacruel in this meta than Jellicent. So for those of you taking full advantage of this water festival, definitely build your Jellicent for this meta. It's very good. So we swapped to clear that debuff, seeing that the win condition lies with our Jellicent, and they called that. Holy smokes. Very brave by them, but we had another one locked and loaded. We're saying bye-bye to the Tentacruel. And they do have that low health Virizion lurking, and the Zekrom is also quite compromised. Whoa, we farm it down with resisted rock throws. You love to see it, and they will get the farm down with their Dragon Breaths. So now we have loaded energy. We are still relatively healthy. Shields are even. I'm thinking a resisted Surf should get the job done here. Grabbing the shield, they want to put up a fight. They want to go down with the ship. No problem. Gonna absolutely shield up the Fusion Bolt. And we get to the Surf. Yes, it is a dragon. Yes, it is resisted, but this has stab. And we're saying bye-bye to the black dragon known as Zekrom. Jellicent doing its job on this team, and that is close the game strong. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Oh, if you guys are still out there looking for a good team for this Summer Cup meta, please do give this team a try if you have all 3 of these. For reasons like this, fire types have nowhere to go. Holy smokes, we had Talonflame. And they make a play into a Credili, so this thing core breaks the team quite a bit. But one Pokemon cannot do it all. It's going to take a team effort here. We do tank the neutral Krasnot. They may be unfamiliar with the typing. I can't imagine they're not running the newly added Rock Slide. So going to go for the Liquidation. Hits for neutral damage. And again, it has Stab and has that 30% chance to lower their defense by 1 stage. We got to get some damage in on this, and they're shielding because they have to take switch here. So we're going to make them sweat a little bit and try and get some damage in on this Credili. Like I said, it's going to be a team effort, not impossible. We will not go down a second shield, though. We don't know what else they have lurking in the bag, so going to look to get off this Liquidation here, and that finally goes through as they went down 2 shields on one of the bulkier Pokemon in the meta. You love to see it. So going to let this go. This is where, again, another matchup where I think X-Scissor in a pinch might be very useful. So, yeah, I think it just comes down to what team you have Golisopod on. But I may end up trying X-Scissor later on today. So we tank that massively super effective Grass Knot. Holy smokes, Credili absolutely ruining our lives here. But they've got a Tapu Fini in the back, so we're looking pretty good, I believe, here. We are up a shield, and Jellicent up a shield as the closer can absolutely put in work, which is why we have it on this team. Going for the Shadow Ball, doing big neutral damage with Stab to the Tapu Fini. Beautiful shiny Tapu Fini, I might add. That's one of my favorite shinies. I really like that. And we called that bait successfully. You'll love to see it. They aggressively swap into their Talonflame, likely wanting to get our last shield or do massive damage with the Brave Bird. So we're going to throw this Surf here. It doesn't quite KO, but that is okay. We are absolutely loaded. We have to shield the Brave Bird. That would be lights out for us. There's no reason not to throw it in. They do. So now, seeing that, going to take advantage of this little Talonflame here. We had loaded energy. I knew that. And we're running Wild Charge. Holy smokes, shields are down. We're saying bye-bye to the Tapu Fini. Had to finish that one off with a little bit of flair, a little bit of style, a little bit of swag. Good game, well played. Oh, flexing on that Tapu Fini to finish strong was far too tempting to not go for it. And here we go. That's why we got Golem on this team. Had a juicy Pidgeot lead. You'd love to see it. They make a play into a Walrein. And we meet this with our Golisopod. Again, a hard wall. We hardwalled Walrein with our bug water typing quite well, which is why this matchup is quite favorable for Golisopod here. Going for the terrible move known as Aerial Ace here on the Walrein. It does some damage, I suppose. I'm going to shield this. We want to hold on to switch. Can't have that Pidgeot anywhere near our Jellicent. So yeah, just going to look to go for another Aerial Ace here. If they want to shield, we've got another one locked and loaded. But I do imagine they let this go and look to come in to farm down with their Pidgeot here. They can try that all they want, guys, but Golisopod puts in the work. Holy smokes, Liquidation works wonders for Golisopod now. Going for Liquidation here on this Pidgeot. Getting the defense drop, holy smokes, and that Ultra League bulk coming in clutch, allowing us to get to yet another Liquidation here. And we're doing big damage. Holy smokes, look at Golisopod pop off in the Summer Cup. You love to see it. Nearly taking out a Pidgeot, would you believe that? And it's lights out as they have an S-Cab lurking in the back. It can do nothing to Jellicent. That's going to be yet another good game well played. This team was so fun and so good in the Summer Cup. I was finding Alolan Golem was core breaking so many teams, but not with a lead like this. This is an awful lead coming in the form of Shadow Meganium. Looks like they're lagging a little bit, but they caught up. The game caught them up on us. We tried to catch the Frenzy onto our Golisopod, but they held on. And they go EQ. Holy smokes. Definitely go Frenzy Plant on Golisopod. The typing might be throwing them off a little bit as they do bring in an Abomasnow and going for the Aerial Ace. We are absolutely loaded here. At the very least, try and grab back that shield. Or excuse me, shields are, what am I saying? Holy smokes, shields are still even. But gonna look to take out this Abomasnow here or grab their shield is what I meant to say. But they let it go. Good on, well, fine. Fine by me, I'll take that. We get to another Aerial Ace here on this Meganium. And gonna probably, grab that shield there now. My goodness, look at the work Golisopod puts in. My goodness, I am so glad I was able to get a rank 1. Quite fortunate there. So we got to tag team this Meganium here a little bit, guys. It's a nightmare. Grass types in general are going to take a team effort, as we saw up against that Cordelia in one of the previous battles. But we get it done. The Meganium is gone, and they've got a Shadow Swampert. It's over. It's over. They could have put up a fight, but it was not trending in the right direction for them. Good game, well played. This Jellicent team, gotta say, far exceeded my expectations. It blew me away. It's amazing. Here we go. Beautiful lead coming in the form of Galvantula. My goodness, and they're staying in, which means that they are likely core broken by our Alolan Golem here. So seeing that, gonna shield this, not sure what they have in the back. And they are core broken. They've got a Walrein in the back. You'd love to see it. Alolan Golem, I'm telling you, very underrated. It core breaks like you wouldn't believe in the Summer Cup. So we grab the shield with the Wild Charge and gonna make the play into our Golisopod here. We've seen this story time and time again in this video. It does not go very well for Walrein, let's just say that. And that, again, is because with our typing, we hard wall Walrein. It can do nothing to Golisopod here. So going to just overload by quite a bit and go for these Aerial Aces here on the Walrein. Not expecting a shield, knowing that they have a Galvantula. You generally want to save your shield for Galvantula. And we're going for Aerial Ace number 2 here on the tanky Walrus. And they are not doing... they're not doing as much damage as we would like to see. Let's just say that. And they do take us out with the EQ. So That's fine, no big deal. What we're gonna look to do is come in with our Jellicent and get a nice healthy farm. They're not making it to another earthquake, and they're not making it to a move in general, to be exact. And they do come in with the Galvantula. We've got loaded energy here. Going to fire off the Surf here, grabbing the final shield, and now we will aggressively swap back into our Golem, and we draw out a Swampert and try and make it to a wild charge, but they are not messing around. Holy smokes. They throw just as fast as they can. I've never seen a Swampert throw so fast in my life. But that is okay. We are up a shield. We're going to do just fine here. Going for the Shadow Ball on the Swampert. It does not KO. We will need a Surf to take out the Swampert here. Gonna let this go. We would rather tank an EQ than a potential discharge from that Galvantula. So we do let that go. We tank it quite comfortably. Getting quite low here. Getting a little sweaty. So we do have to shield up this resisted Hydro Cannon here, and we need back-to-back Surfs to get the job done here. So we're going to look to overload, expecting a catch. They do go for the catch, but we got the back-to-back because we threw a Hex on the Galvantula. We are saying bye-bye to the Galvantula. And we've got another Surf locked and loaded for the Swampert here. Holy smokes, Jellicent putting in the work. We're saying bye-bye to the Swampert as well. And Jellicent left standing in the end. If you play this team correctly, that is what you should see. Good game, well played to our opponent. And that is the team, my friends. How about that? 5-0 with Jellicent in the Summer Cup Ultra League Edition. You absolutely love to see it. So I wanted to showcase Jellicent for you guys, as I know it has become a lot more accessible with this Water Festival event that is going on right now. So I would imagine a lot of you have now been able to finish your Jellicent or have caught a good Jellicent and are just about there in terms of the investment. So I wanted to showcase it on a very powerful team that I threw together yesterday at the end of my Go Battle League day. It was the last set of the day. I said, I want to try out the Summer Cup. So I threw this team together, wanting to feature Jellicent anyways. We landed on Alolan Golem on the lead to handle the electric types and the flyers, and we wanted to protect it from the fighters, that being Virizion first and foremost, Buzzwole as well. So we landed on Jelly and Golisopod in the back, and my goodness, that was a recipe for a lot of success in the Summer Cup. But guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching, and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.